Hello, and I am Shane Spells with Artad Financial. I'm coming upon 22 years in financial advisory, and I would consider myself an advocate for those individuals who are trying to improve their personal financial acumen. I think Ben Franklin said it best when he said, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. And in my small random sample of life, I've come across hundreds of first generation professionals and entrepreneurs and families who have had significant incomes. And there has been a common or prevalent theme that I'd like to address, and that is this. Although those first generation individuals are highly successful, and they have probably broken the chain of poverty in their immediate family, in their current state, they still live broke. Now, being a person of 12 brothers and sisters, living in a 3-bedroom, 1-bath apartment with my mother and father, I can appreciate and understand the true definition of humble means. But just because you are not living in that current environment anymore, and you may not seem impoverished and you have developed a significant amount of income, doesn't mean that you are not broke. Why? Because it seems that we have allowed outside influences to help us determine what really wealth is. So if you have a $100,000 car, you have some red bottoms, and you step out with a Louis Vuitton bag that costs you $1,000, that signifies whether or not you are wealthy, even though you may not have a retirement account set up at all in your name. Or you may show up to the club with a BMW, a Bentley, and you are on Monday having to work double shift to make the car payments that are 3 or 4 times higher than the rent that you are paying in your apartment, which means that you are spending a significant amount of money on a depreciating asset, being the car, and not a house, which is a form of property to own. We are continuously letting other people define us rather than us define ourselves, or thinking more highly of ourselves in those situations. And in Romans, from the good book, the Bible says one should not think too highly of himself. Actually, it challenges us, Paul says, to think soberly of yourself. And there goes the quandary. The quandary is what is sobriety at this new level of income that new generational individuals who have accomplished that type of income? What is it to be sober? Because you've never been there. What is it to be sober? And I would say that I will go back to my first quote from Benjamin Franklin. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. And it is important for you to understand where your finances are based on your wealth, and whether you are continuously generating asset building wealth. And that's basically what wealth is. Wealth is continuously, generationally asset building wealth. That's basically what it is. Doing it continuously. And I like this go with a proverb, because it seems like the thing out there to do today is, on a higher level, is to buy a $500,000 or $600,000 Lamborghini or a $2 million Bugatti, where you may not have 10 times that or 20 times that in a bank account of investments. And I would say this, that some people are saying that, well, I don't lease my Bugatti, I don't lease my Bentley, I bought mine. And I would say this, and go with the simple Chinese proverb that says, it's better to be thought of as a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. If people think that you're a fool for renting a Bugatti or renting a Bentley, but putting a majority of your money inside of Amazon or Apple or McDonald's stock, then I say let them consider you a fool. But the true thing is that people open their mouths without saying a word with the lifestyle that they garnish. Buying high-end types of products without even having a single amount of asset building generational wealth. And I would say, I would put a challenge out there, and I'm gonna do this in my next video, that those of you who have significant influence, particularly in the music industry, and being that particularly the hip hop industry where there is a significant amount of influence all over the world, rather than posting that a new Bentley was just bought, I would say post that you just spent $1 million buying Amazon stock and make that cool. And I know it sounds corny, but say you spent $1 million buying Apple stock. So the younger generation can understand that it is more than just buying depreciating assets. It's better to buy appreciating assets that will last you over a long period of time. And I would say those of you who are not at that high level, but even at a lower level, who have refund checks and things of that nature, consider buying one stock that you like. If you drink a lot of Coca-Cola, buy one share of Coca-Cola and post that. And I am going to create a challenge where we just post that we bought one share of our favorite stock. And hopefully that will be something that we all can appreciate and learn from. But anyway, like I said, that's just my piece and my little cornerstone of life, small random sample of life, and things that I wish that I can change and help individuals understand so they can improve how they think about finances and how they think about wealth. This is Shane Spells signing out from RTAD Financial. And remember, Shane spells wealth. Thank you. Bye-bye.